Hello once again, everyone. Welcome to Kholusia's Purgatory. I'm your host, Kholusia. Alongside me are Dark Cloud Man, who I think is AFK, and Arya Stormborn.
Hello.
In the last episode, we were checking to see of a way into the location known as Eulmore, but it seems like so is everybody else. So we rescued Tristol here, who gave us his favorite paintbrush as a reward, as a way of thanks. We'll see if, well, actually, that should work in our favor, seeing as how Alphinaud is so good at artistry. Let's get right down to it then. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristol has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Seriously, I should have taken the weekend off for this.
Seriously, no, you shouldn't have. I understand wanting to, but yeah.
I know. But I've been looking forward to this for months.
I know.
You were saying?
Oh, am I, honey? I need you to help me with stuff later tonight anyway.
Like what?
But I can catch like, as goes light, so goes darkness, and stuff like that.
Right. So, have you gotten any of the new jobs yet?
I'm working on Dancer right now.
How are you finding it?
I just started. That's why I just asked Kelly posted that the gear was kind of silly looking. I asked her in CC where it was. I think it's pretty, but that's just me.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, cutscene time. And there's the horn. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. I can paint. Portraits, at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh-ho! I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Flecks the paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us, and we'll put those talents to the test. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant. He whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with him or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave his fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our latest vacant space, we retire to Eulmore's sweet embrace. Oh, mercy me! The meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token! We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Of course, please the peasants. Welp, we've made it in.
Redemption is beyond us.
Ugh, that aetheryte though. It's so frilly.
The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about this place.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
All right. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear. Moving right along, then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head to Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gate Town, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go! Enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. For the time being, at least. I now have Ethernet access to the Glory Gate. Down the hall and to the left. Welcome to Eulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphinaud, an artist, and this is Chris, my assistant. Ah, yes. I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Eulmore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Varthry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see. And might you tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually. Chai-Nuz and Dula Chai. A misspelled couple, whom most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. All in order. These are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Eulmoran citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. Personally, I want to know what it takes to be free. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. What have we here? Alphinaud, artist. Chris, artist assistant. To be employed in the service of Lord Chai-Nuz and Lady Dula Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh dear. You smell hideous. Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Proceed directly to the delousery next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you'll want to splash yourselves with this perfume. Liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Carnen, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. I hadn't realized we were so... aromatic. My character looks at him, checks himself out like, what? Can she really smell me? Huh. Okay, the showers aren't so bad. You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. Alright, armor back on. Now where's Alphinaud? There he is. Oh. Right. Apply the sweet-smelling perfume. You apply the perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. Oh, you showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not... that is to say... it seems rather exposed for one's evolutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. Fine. Just a quick rinse, then. Apparently, he's never used a public shower. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons, then? Oh, wait, is there a... Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright. You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out, then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters, and above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Eulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep climbing until you run out of stairs, then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there like it's not. Alright, keep climbing until there's no stairs. Cool. I see. The inner workings of the... So this is the understory, huh? Something tells me I'm not gonna want to stay here for very long. Huh. Interesting. For a minute I thought it was just, These look like storerooms and cells more than... Alright, let's hit... I'm wondering what to expect up on the canopy end of things. Well, they've rolled out the red carpet, to say the least. So frilly. According to the message engraved in the base, special permission is required to use this aetherite. You've got to be shitting me. At least I can use them. Holy...
Who's this, then?
Oh, that voice.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion.
I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy.
Oh, this voice is making me cringe.
Oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he will paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Eulmore.
Alphinaud, if it please you, my lady. And this is my assistant.
Yeah, I'll bow for now, but...
Assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis he who best understands my work. With his unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than him being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city he has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for his priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on his behalf.
Did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have his wish. He shall be free to roam to his heart's content.
Oh my god, if I have to listen to this voice anymore, I'm gonna cringe out of my skin.
What?
You gotta hear this voice.
Is that right, darling?
It's just so cringeworthy.
Oh, yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
I swear to God. Okay, there's the cue I was looking for. There's Alphinaud. Now you've the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Yeah, let me take a look-see around. Can I still not attune to this place, or is that just... Nope. Oh god, no, not that. I will wait on that. Oh, gee. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Hey, my first gemstone trader. Oh dear. Wicked White. That was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily I caught it on something. It caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You risked your life for a scrap of cloth? It's not just a scrap of cloth. Not if it belongs to her. I would risk my life and more to spare my mistress but a single moment of sadness. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to the city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Kholusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand.
Alright, let's start.
What? Lonely, you say?
My turn.
Curse my clumsy feet, I must return to her immediately. Time for the game.
Yeah. And I told you that when we were recording, I had the living income screaming down the stairs.
Alright. My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You value him highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore, a most generous measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our poverty, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course. Our courageous messenger turned rescuer. Alright, we got one more white oak gear chest. The deep gold solarates of fending. Meh, I'll stick with my Dark Knight gear, thank you very much. Maybe I'll need it some other time, but not today. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't even given thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Trista B. usually has a seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. This must be it. It's... Don't know how I feel about this place. Welcome to the beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to lighten up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see. Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at your ease? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Let's do it. I'm pretty good at that. Ready for a game of high or low, then? Let's play. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Now what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? 9 and 1 plus 3. Low. You're going in with low then? Right, let's see what you got. My card's up to 16, and you have a total of 15. Heh, I win. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I'd concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, and then we'll talk about that favor. Another match of high or low? Come now, little honeybee. We all need our diversions. That's the spirit. Let me sort out the deck. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Now what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? 6 and 7 plus 9, high. You're going with high then. Right. Let's see what you've got. My cards add up to 12, and you have a total of 19. I was always good at that. Well, well, would you look at that? I think you've got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations. Victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell old Trista what she can do for you. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall serve. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Bothry was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmore need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your it still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Arthon over there. There's naught but that Mary likes more than the sound of his own voice. Okay, let's see. What's that? New to Eulmore, you say? Only just arrived and already you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what, you hop up on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have a little talk. Really? I will never get this city. That's the way! Dance like there's no tomorrow! Alright, that's enough dancing for me. Let's hear what you know. Now that was a show! You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eulmore army may be the very essence of military might, but even armed forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin-Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He got this way with the Eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pah! A toast to Lord Vothery! You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphinaud will be expecting your return. Alright. Wow, everybody's coming in now. Oh god, I gotta voice this woman. Please don't tell me I don't have to voice her. Oh god, I'm gonna cringe like hell. This is gonna...
Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city? So soon? You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphinaud has yet to put brush to canvas.
One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Well, hello. I put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory?
Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing! You truly are a handsome boy! However am I to decide?
I don't recall this part of the artistic process.
Exactly! The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll.
The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here.
Must we? Oh, I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly...
Well, I'm not... That is to say, as long as you... Just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice.
Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next?
I'm all for the new outfit, but... This is going to be interesting. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Oh boy. Can we ride down? Nope, mount unavailable. Can't use the Ethernet, can't use a mount. What good is this place? I already checked that cell earlier. They look to be all storerooms for the most part. Okay, so they're all storerooms for the most part.
You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me. Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use, then I need you to sneak out into the derelicts and describe my condition to Thoric. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I've no one else to turn to.
In the derelicts. Oh. I'll go to the glory gate then. Hey, an Amuro keep that we missed. That'll make my life a bit easier. Can I? Nope, still can't use the mounts. This is a fine kettle of fuck all. You need medicines, tonics, potions. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, no medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised. And even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face! You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat, oh no, no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict and I have my meal. Good day. What a prick. I'm not hearing anything from Cloud. Cloud, you still with us? I guess everybody's leaving me today. Alright.
Did you get my medicine? So that's it. What am I to do if I can't sing?
Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend.
Oh, gentlemen, sir, have mercy. I've done all I can. But even the apothecary said...
So you have been suffering all this time. I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave, but you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trifling by casting you out into the street.
You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure.
I shall have a word with Lord Vothry to arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far.
No, you would do that for me?
Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ascension? Ah, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the sin eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them onto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothry that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. This sounds dangerously close to a cult. Does it not sound like a freaking cult?
Lord Vothry truly is a great man, isn't he?
Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have sown, my precious canary. My character is realizing that this sounds dangerously close to a cult. Heaven's Gate? What do you mean by that, Arya? How many more of these do we have to do? 'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but... Nay, the chies appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? So, Lord Valthree boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Let's see. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphinaud. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection! A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement! Now fetch a blank canvas and... I say, did that come from above? Oh, them again. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down. And one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent? How dreadful! And this man is to face sentencing. That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Valthree resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. Why is it that I do not like the sound of this? Joining the crowd up there. That dude looked like the dude from Devil May Cry 4. I keep forgetting his name. Oh. Have a nice nap there, buddy. Now for the interesting spell.
That's Volthree.
Oh, dude. Oh, hell.
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy. Mercy.
By the 12. Kholusia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Volthree, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Eulmore is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
That is Volthree.
Senators are part of Eulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked.
Can I kill this guy now?
Wholly unsatisfactory performance.
It is true that Kholusia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Eulmore?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
Wait a second. What's that? What's that in his side? Is that?
These things, for I alone can command the senators. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
painting.
That lion is a sin eater as well.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Eulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk?
I think so.
Enjoy your spot on that throne, you fat bastard. Jesus, Jesus, just calling you fat bastard is...
Did that little worm just insult me?
Certainly wasn't a compliment.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
So yeah, I'll bring a picture of all three with me next time I'm over. Whenever you say you're fat, I'll say, look at this fucker, and there you go. Where is he? There he is. No, that's doing fat bastard an insult. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Eulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Kholusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kaishia, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vothry wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there if you are willing. No. That would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking. Learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well. But you must promise you'll be careful. The Eulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphinaud! Lord and Lady Chai. What in blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphinaud. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me,
but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Valtteri and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings.
I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend.
More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us in the fullest?
Pray, press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment.
I wouldn't hear of it! Keep the clothes, you silly boy! I insist! And I shall make arrangements for you that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit.
I will return. I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Well, at least there are some good people in... Alright. Let's ride. I have a theory as to how Valtteri can command the Sin Eaters. It's a hunch at the moment. But I saw something that made me assume, that gave me reason to believe that he... Yeah, I was observing... I have some reason to believe that, well, I have a hunch, and that's all I can really count on right now. So we'll see what happens in the foreseeable future. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valtteri and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Alright, let's speak to Alphinaud and the Ocular. Oh dear. Please tell me I'm not disconnecting. Come on. Don't do this to me. I just got in here. Phew. To the Dorsal Gate. That was a little too close, don't you think? 6 hours worth of streaming. I think I did pretty dang well.
I'm gonna go.
Alright, Cloud. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Take care, bro.
Let's see. How do I leave the party again? I forgot.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. There we go. Come on, don't screw. Don't screw with me like that. It's early access, I know, but still. There we are. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends. Not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the first yourself now. More than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. And with that, we have to level up a little bit. So, just as well that I have to sign off and go to bed. With that being said, that's gonna be it for this episode. When next we meet, we will be continuing the Stormblood story, the Shadowbringers storyline with the level 71 quest. There we go. When next we meet, when next we go live, we will be continuing the Shadowbringers storyline with the level 71 quest, the Light Wardens. For those of you watching me on Twitch, you will see this stream tomorrow at noon, at around 12:30 p.m. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But until then, that's it for this episode of Cruising Purgatory. I want to thank Arya Stormborn and Dark Cloudman for joining us. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams and videos the moment they air. And subscribe to me for exclusive content. If you're watching me on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode. And click here to watch the previous one. Until next time, Cruiser Gex, signing out.